Happy Thursday. Let's keep it going. Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Craig Bennett, aka Cash Cake, back with an NBA Prizepicks video. Thought we would get the sweep yesterday. We ended up going 2-1. Brandon Miller easily cleared his. Vince Williams easily cleared his. And then we go to LaMelo Ball, which again was my favorite out of the three again. And he decides to foul out of the game, play 32 minutes, and shoot 6 for 21. So, 2-1. Got 3 plays for you again today. Hopefully we can get the sweep. We are due one. We're going to dive right into it. Didn't get to 500 likes again. Again, if you want me to do that second video here for PrizePicks, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll get to 500 likes. I'll knock out that second video. Maybe we can get some better plays because we'll get after it. But hey, with that, let's dive into these 3 plays, give you a little analysis, play them, fade them. Let's get after it. All right, PrizePicks desktop is up here. Again, we're going to talk about 3 plays on the board. Not a massive slate, but not a super small slate either for a Thursday. Looks like we got 7 games on tap for today. We're going to start with the first half play here, but before that, if you were a member of our elite subscriber crew, this was given out yesterday. Did give you out this one. That little DNP on Conley, but still hit this basically 5-man with that DNP. So if you were in there, you got this exact slip for our elite members. And if you want access to Elite and try it out for free, we got a free offer as well. Head on over to dailysports.com website, click on free offer. And if you are a first-time depositor of any of these sites, you can get access to Elite for free. With that, let's dive right into these picks. First half, again, looking at this one a little bit, this is a little bit too low for me. We're going to go Colin Sexton, 15.5 points, rebounds, and assists here, going up against Washington. Washington is dead last in everything. Absolutely everything. They're a horrific team defensively, and he's absolutely crushed this line. He's crushed this line in 7 of his last 7 games. Again, going up against Washington here, should be able to do basically whatever he wants. And you just kind of love to see it. In this kind of offense that we have, going on, the minutes have been great for him. These last 7 games where he's cleared it, where he's playing 13, 14, 15, 13, 18, 13, 15 minutes. You love to see those kind of minutes going for him, and he just does a little bit of everything, and you couldn't ask for a better matchup for this. So we're going to go more than 15.5 points, rebounds, and assists for our buddy Colin Sexton for the Utah Jazz. Let's head on over to regular plays. There's 2 of them here. I'm going to say there wasn't a ton of value. That's why I had that first half play. There wasn't a lot of value that I absolutely love. First one we're going to look at, though, we're going to go to Jason Tatum. I think there's a couple different ways you could look at this. They're going up against Miami here. They played these guys in the playoffs last year. And this is a spot where they usually try to slow him down a little bit. But the minutes are always super high for him. And I think it's a spot where he can kind of get there for us for one in particular. And the juice is pretty heavy on the over, and we haven't projected more. And we're going to go rebounds and assist here. 12.5. He's, he can be hit or miss in this at times. But if we look at the matchup against Miami, played him once this year back on October 27th, put up 13 rebounds and assists. And then again, it's hard to really take in consideration the playoffs, but he was done a ton there. But yeah, he's had pretty good success playing Miami. Last 12 games, he's cleared this in 9 of the last 12 playing Miami here. And 12.5, we got him projected, I think, right at 14 if we kind of go over to our tool set, pull him up here. I'm pretty sure when I filtered out and pulled up, he was the top one on the board. Not the top one here if we go, but we go over and check out our plus EV stuff. Yeah, minus 145. DraftKings has him for 12.5 rebounds and assists. We got him projected for 14.29. So taking all those things in consideration, I will take a shot at him. Jason Tatum, more than 12.5 rebounds and assists. And then the other guy that we're going to talk about, I always worry about his minutes, and that is John Collins. My worry with John Collins is he's always up and down. But the matchup, again, great matchup against Washington here. So it's a great spot for him to attack him. And I think what we're going to look at is we're going to go points and assists, 13.5. It's just too low in this spot. He's had a couple outlier games where he's played, a lot of minutes, like in this Lakers game here where he had 21. He played 34 minutes that game. But other than that, we're anywhere between 21 to 25 minutes is basically where he's landed the last 4 games. But that doesn't mean he can't get there, especially against this team. 13.5 feels a little bit low. He's cleared it in 7 of his last 10 games. And he hasn't played Washington this year, so we don't have anything to really compare him there. And then, he's cleared this number in 13 of his last 19 games after a loss. So it's kind of more of a trend there, averaging almost 15. So it just comes down to the minutes with him. If he can get around 25 minutes, I think he'll crush this, again, just with the matchup. And it's a spot I don't mind taking a chance at him. So those are the 3 plays that we're looking at here. Again, the first half Colin Sexton's probably my favorite out of the 3 here. But there wasn't a ton of value on the board, just kind of looking through things, seeing some things I like. Julius Randle was a spot that we had him projected for a little bit higher here, but wasn't super pumped about the matchup going up against the Denver Nuggets. So I wasn't super excited about that one. I was kind of, Harrison Barnes, playing Golden State, his old team here. DraftKings has a -140 over. We haven't projected for over points and rebounds. But again, a spot where, he's super sporadic right now, and there's just not a lot of consistency. So even though the numbers kind of match up, I couldn't pull the trigger on him either. It's one of those things. Michael Porter Jr., being up pretty high on the list as well. I was kind of digging into him a little bit and kind of seeing if that's a spot we wanted to attack a little bit for Michael Porter Jr. going up against the Knicks. And it's a spot where, he's played them twice over the last 2 years, only put up 10 and 16. And we haven't projected for 23, a little over 23.5, close to 23.5. And he has cleared this line in 7 of his last 10 games. But playing the Knicks, they're second in rebounding, they're third in points allowed. OG coming over has just really ignited that Knicks team. And I just don't think I can, pull a trigger on that. But again, Pinnacle's got at -144. So if you want to take a shot at this with where our projections are at with Pinnacle, that's kind of one of those things where maybe this is probably a lean play for me. If you're going to look at some of the stuff on the top of the board here, that would probably be one I think you could take a shot at. Just, again, it worries me a little bit with him. But again, if we go look at, what Pinnacle's saying here for plus EV, where our projections are at, he's had some decent success over the last, 10 games playing this, clearing it in 70% of the game. So if I was going to pick one, it'd probably be him, but I'm not sure I can pick that number. So again, get access to all this stuff through our elite tools, all these other tools that we do have, continuing to add to the toolbox. And again, appreciate each and every one of you guys. Like always, see you on the flip side. Deuces.